Dark brown.
It's Falkirk in white who will start the match with number 6 Eddie May and Sam McGibbon. And a stumble there by Taylor. So Dave McPherson turns it back, and well, that first mystery tactically has been resolved because George Wright has gone straight into a marking role. Something of a surprise, normally plays in midfield. And the Hearts team also now have Ian Ferguson and John Robertson through the middle, with Eamon Bannon operating wide on the right. Here's Ian Ferguson, cut off there by the combined efforts of Hughes and Oliver. So Neil Oliver there conceding the first corner kick of the match, and the result of that is that Tosh McKinlay goes sprinting across to take it, and Dave McPherson makes his way to the goal line. So there's the taker who will be playing that in left-footed, an in-swinger. McPherson on the near post there. He's a major problem. Crawford Bapty is marking him. Two very tall players. McPherson peels away to the far post. And it comes to Mackay. Ian Ferguson is onside. It's the perfect start for Hearts. 90 seconds into the match, and Ian Ferguson gives Hearts the lead. This is a superb piece of finishing by young Ian Ferguson. It's his third goal for Hearts. The ball played in by Mackay. The Falkirk defence put it to the spot, and that was a superb volley.
Yes, it's a little bit of play from Gary Mackay here. He looks up, plays a lovely ball in. What a beautiful volley. What a start for Hearts. Magnificent goal.
Well, Tosh McKinley's corner kick caused problems. The headed clearance here wasn't too decisive. And when it came out again after McPherson's challenge, Mackay knew exactly what he was doing. As the Falkirk defence came out, Ferguson stayed onside. There's no question about that. And Westwater had no chance. Well, what a start to the match, and it would be Hearts you would have expected to be a little bit unsettled at the beginning of the game in view of their late team change, but they have sorted out their problems very early on, and they have a precious lead. Here's Tosh McKinlay. John Miller going to the left, played towards John Robertson. Well, that's good play by Robertson. Very sharp indeed as he was taking on Crawford Bapty there. So here's John Robertson. The shot well taken by Ian Westwater. Sloan taken from the back by McLaren. So free kick to Falkirk. They'll be looking to get back into the match very quickly. Crawford Bapty has gone forward, so has John Hughes. Neil Duffy is also in the box. The chance for McGibbon! The equaliser for Falkirk! What an incredible start to the match! And that, believe it or not, is Sam McGibbon's first goal this season. Such a prolific goal scorer in the promotion-winning season for Falkirk. But what a fine header this is. The marking is questionable among the Hearts defenders, but it's beautifully played in. McGibbon coming in behind George Wright, and that's a great header.
Yes, it's a disappointing goal for Hearts to lose it. Slack marking in the back, but what a magnificent header. Two tremendous goals, and what a cup tie this is building up to be.
So Hearts forward again now. They have a free kick. Derek Ferguson goes across to become involved with John Robertson. Robertson decides that's too far out for a direct strike at goal. So Tosh McKinlay will take this left-footed, floating it in towards Dave McPherson. There's McPherson. The chance is on for Robertson. And Hearts are back in front. Deadly finishing once again from Robertson. It's his 17th goal of the season, and it was the aerial power of Dave McPherson which caused the problem here. A fine downward header was missed by Ferguson, but not by Robertson.
again, a lovely free kick, beautiful ball played into middle, but look at the marking again, and David McPherson gets up here, great header across goals, and little John Robertson doesn't miss that type of chance.
The header by McLaren. There's Alec Taylor. Sam McGivern is on the ground. He took a face knock in that last aerial challenge. So McGivern is on the ground as the game continues. The referee's attention has been drawn to the damage to Sam McGivern. In fact, he appeared to take a knock at the top of the thigh. That was the problem. And Sam McGivern, limping somewhat, is back in the fray. Well, he'll want to remain on the field, having had that taste of goal early on. Sloan playing it back. There's Taylor. May trying to control it. Back to Taylor. That's well struck and superbly saved by Henry Smith. Alec Taylor took a knock in the process, but what a good strike this was. A snap chance here as this build-up was through Scott Sloan, who battled hard for possession. The ball broke back there to Alec Taylor. That was crisply struck and well saved. It was Eamon Bannon, a shot blocked by Duffy. Bannon and Duffy have a Dundee United connection in common. They both played for the Tannadice club before joining their respective clubs now. So Ian Westwater certainly not at fault with either of these goals for Hearts. John Robertson wasn't picked up, going in behind Baptiste. The low cross, and Derek Ferguson was in there with Eamon Bannon, looking for a chance to test Ian Westwater again. Well, Bannon, who lost much of the season through injury, came back, then took another injury, but he's back in the side.
It's a nice ball in here, and again Hearts have almost a half chance here. Falkirk are very, very hesitant at the back, but little John Robertson's getting an awful lot of room, and I would imagine Jim Jeffs will be looking for somebody to pick him up an awful lot more tightly than is happening at the minute.
He's been given license to roam across the front line. He's doing that to very good effect. Here's Gary Mackay. Robertson coming short this time. That's a good little flick. Linking well with Bannon. The other ball aimed for Ferguson. Back now with Gary Mackay. Robertson twisting and turning, trying to go away from Neil Oliver. Well, he looks in the mood all right this afternoon, John Robertson. So the throw, turned back by Ferguson. Here's Bannon. So two-footed, that's a good left foot cross. Goes behind John Miller. Ferguson. Pass reaches Robertson, that's another good ball. Here's John Miller. Ian Ferguson, down to Bannon. Now that was tremendous goalkeeping by Ian Westwater. A save of real courage by the Falkirk goalkeeper, and it certainly prevented Falkirk going two behind. Good build-up again, Robertson at the heart of it all, and this ball coming in from John Miller was a good one. It troubled the Falkirk defence again. Westwater not too decisive there, but that was brave. Well, that injury sustained by Alec Taylor when he attempted that shot at goal a few minutes ago results in him being withdrawn, and the replacement is a 20-year-old law student, Forbes Johnston, who will come on and result, I think, in some alteration of the Falkirk tactics. He'll play on the left side of the field, I reckon. Good natural left side he has. So he made his debut in the game against Dundee at Dens Park in the last round of the Cup, and he performed so well after coming on for the early stage of the game when Tommy McQueen was injured. There's McKinley. Forward it goes. And another throw to Falkirk. So Johnston has gone to the left side of midfield, marking Gary Mackay. So the score there, Hearts 2, Falkirk 1. Yes, it's right enough. Just 19 minutes of the game gone. So the free kick there taken by Tosh McKinley. There's Eamon Bannon. Down it goes to Ferguson. Robertson again making space for himself, going to the right. Thumped away by Duffy. There's Derek Ferguson again. Robertson getting help from Bannon. This is Gary Mackay. Far post cross, looking for Ferguson. He was asked to leave there, I think, by Miller. And there's Robertson! And it's off the underside of the bar. It's a miraculous save there on the line by John Hughes. Well, what a let-off this is for Falkirk. Another good ball played in from the flank by Gary Mackay. John Miller played it in. It was beaten away by Westwater, and Hughes at full stretch touched that onto the crossbar. Sam McGibbon limps off, and Richard Cadet, signed from Brentford just a short time ago, a few weeks ago, he comes on to play up front. Mackay's header, this is Bannon. Now John Hughes. McLaren very swiftly to the danger point there to challenge Cadet. Ferguson getting the better there of Crawford Bapty. It's a free kick, the edge of the area. Now what action will be taken by Les Mott from the referee? Now if he takes the view that that was a clear goal-scoring opportunity denied Ian Ferguson, then Crawford Bapty could be ordered off. Well, this is a tense moment for Falkirk. International board decision, number 15 by my reckoning, indicates that if that was a clear goal-scoring opportunity, it's an ordering off for Bapty. Falkirk are reduced to 10 men. The rugby tackle eventually there on Ian Ferguson, ending Crawford Bapty's involvement in the match. Ferguson had him outpaced. Bapty dragged him down. Ferguson would have been in the clear. So Mackay with Tosh McKinley. John Robertson wants to have the strike at goal. Well, that was well read by McAllister, and Miller couldn't get a grip of the shot. A lot of thinking going into that move though by Hearts. Well, more problems for Falkirk. Sloan did well with that challenge. Here's Oliver. Now McAllister. Paul Smith. The problem for Falkirk is they can't get Woods on the left because they're so short of one player. There's Alan McLaren going for the header as the offside flag goes up against Eddie May and perhaps also Scott Sloan. And referee Les Mottram decides enough is enough for the first half. It's been incredible stuff all the way through. Ian Ferguson got the opening goal in a minute and a half, and then it was John Robertson who was perhaps the outstanding player of the first half who got the goal, which gives Hearts this half-time lead by 2-1. So the corner kick will be taken by Tosh McKinley. Dave McPherson right on the goal line. Westwater's punch out. It's Ferguson to McKinley. There's John Robertson. Excellent goalkeeping again by Westwater. Well, Robertson does that so well. He comes to the near post and a run like this. McKinley's cross. A good header, and that's well handled by Westwater.
It's a nice ball in again, and little John Robertson thrives in that type of service, but Ian Westwater's just in the right place at the right time.
Well, good reactions there by Westwater. Here's Kevin McAllister, brought down by McLaren, making his way into the penalty box. McAllister frustrated if he wasn't just about a yard or two further ahead. It would have been a penalty. Falkirk had to set over a free kick outside the box. Across here to Eddie May. Needed a touch there first. Chance on here, Paul Smith. Henry Smith coming well off his goal line to make that block. He's certainly effective. The ball from Robertson releases McKinley. Trying a long-range effort. Well, he may regret not taking on John Hughes. Here's Paul Smith, challenged fiercely by Henry Smith. And the chance was on here. John Robertson's pass to Tosh McKinley. John Hughes got goal side as quickly as he could. McKinley didn't fancy taking him on, tried the long-range effort. Cadet turning Miller, this is promising. Cadet trying to find space here, he's got a chance now for the equaliser. And the ball blocked there on the 6-yard line. Well, Richard Cadet can't believe that. So close to the equaliser for Falkirk. Well, he did so well getting away from John Miller, came striding forward here, then took on Dave McPherson. Got a chance here for the shot, which was very well blocked on the 6-yard line. So encouragement there from the Falkirk supporters behind the goal. Johnston nods it back. McLaren wins it for Hearts. Here's Derek Ferguson. Now Robertson. Robertson takes the ball from Ferguson again. Derek Ferguson at the hub of so many of these moves for Hearts now, in the middle of the field, getting help from Mackay. Now McKinley. Here's Derek Ferguson with a shooting chance, perhaps, setting that up for Ian Ferguson. That was his idea. Ian Ferguson was surprised by it, though. Expected, like most people inside the stadium, a shot at goal from Derek Ferguson. Here's John Robertson. This could settle out for Hearts. And once again, it's Westwater to Falkirk's rescue. That was great goalkeeping once again. Well, John Robertson has been denied on several occasions by Ian Westwater, but that was as good a save as any. Mackay playing this across. Robertson collecting well, setting himself going inside for the shot, and a very good block by the feet of Westwater. With McLaren. Wide on the right is Foster. Ferguson had gone offside up front. That's why Foster had to retain possession and allow Johnston to make that tackle. The pace suddenly has increased again. Sloan going forward. There's Eddie May, and the free kick has been given. There's going to be a booking here for Derek Ferguson for bringing down Scott Sloan. Well, Falkirk may well be disappointed. They weren't given the advantage there, but they were still in possession. So 5 minutes of the match left. Falkirk making a supreme effort to save this tie, trailing by 2-1, reduced to 10 men. Now pushing players forward for Johnston's free kick. So Johnston sliding it in, it's headed across the face of the goal. There's Paul Smith trying to get to the end of that. Well, it's all ragged and untidy inside the area for Hearts, but they've survived. There's McKinley. And now Mackay gives him it back. A long chase for Foster, who's been covered all the way by Johnston. Well, this young man really has done extremely well for Falkirk. Well, just as you say that, he gives the ball away with a bad pass, cut off by McKinley. Now Mackay. Ferguson met there by Sloan. Is back with Dave McPherson with a shooting chance. An excellent effort there by the Hearts captain. That certainly would have settled it. Rifled the shot just wide of the goal. Well, it's so much time here, Dave McPherson, to set himself for this shot. Westwater trying to cut down the angle. He might well have had that covered anyway. Duffy getting up well. Here's Tosh McKinley. Falls back with Robertson. Going inside Oliver. Headed away by Johnston. Here's Robertson again. Looking for Wayne Foster. Paul Johnston doing so well again for Falkirk defensively. Here's Gary Mackay with a shooting chance. That settles it! Westwater is beaten at last, and surely now Hearts are in the semi-final. It was a superb strike by Gary Mackay. Hadn't scored all season till midweek when he scored at Rockville. Derek Ferguson gave him this delightful pass. Mackay took it first time, and this time Westwater at full stretch couldn't get there. It's a nice little bit of play by Derek Birch here, but what a tremendous shot by Gary Mackay, and really that's the only way it's possible to beat Ian Westwater tonight. But it was a nice little bit of play. Look at that strike. What a delightful strike, and I think it's curtains out for Falkirk now. Fatigue now apparent in the legs of the Falkirk players, as you might expect. They've given so much to this tie, and they've had precious little by way of luck. They lost Crawford Bakti in 33 minutes, ordered off. Lost both Sam McGibbon and Alec Taylor in the first half through injury. Had to commit both substitutes. One of them was Richard Cadet, now in possession. McAllister going through the middle, he's onside. Here's McAllister looking for support now, turning McPherson. And it's McLaren who intercepts on the 6-yard line, ending the game as he began it, dominant in defence. Ferguson now to McPherson, Robertson's wide on the left, Ferguson on the right. And referee Mottram brings the match to an end. Very little time added on in the end. It's Hearts who go through to join